and became a counselor in 2000 until 2006. And Leigh Ann was, as everyone knows, killed in a car accident, helping someone else, which is so ironic that she would be helping someone else. I knew Leigh Ann and she worked in Cottage Lawn. I did not know her as well as some of the clinicians, but I know that she had a winning smile, was very passionate about helping young people, and very a person of great faith. And it's obvious with her family support today that she came from a wonderful family. I don't know how many we have here today, maybe 20-some family members, aunts, uncles, cousins, grandbaby, and we're just very blessed to have you and share in this day. And I would like to introduce Jeff Hartson, who is our board chair, and he would like to speak a little bit on behalf of our organization.
Thanks, Polly. Thanks all of you for showing up as well today. On behalf of the board of directors and the staff of the YOC, we appreciate you coming out today for this important event. This is a milestone day for the YOC, and we're happy to be here. I'm happy to represent the organization to do that. Many organizations have mission statements. Many organizations spend significant time and resources developing those, putting them on paper, etc. Few of those have people that would actually embody what those mission statements mean and what they do. The YOC is certainly blessed to have a lot of people on staff here that live out the mission every day, so they don't have to read about it. They know exactly what goes on based upon people's actions and their own words. And certainly Leigh Ann is one of those people that represented that. Today's ceremony and dedication is to honor one of YOC's best at living out that mission. The YOC is about helping children that have fallen on hard times, those that need to be picked up, those who need someone to stand up for them, and those who need someone to teach them to stand on their own. Few have ever embodied this mission more than Leigh Ann Gray. In her short 19 months of employment at the YOC, she lived our mission each day. She invested her time and energy and support to those that needed her the most. Leigh Ann was making a difference in the lives she touched, and she continues to make a difference in those as we honor her legacy today. Leigh Ann had enormous influence on campus. Those that worked with her remember her smile, her faith, her sense of purpose, her work ethic. Some say she had some spunk. Her sincere concern for the kids under her care. Leigh Ann provided a living legacy and model for each of us to follow, and we thank Leigh Ann for that. Shortly after her untimely death in 2006, we dedicated a small room on this campus to Leigh Ann's honor. And so it's kind of exciting to now, 5 years later, dedicate an entire building to Leigh Ann's legacy. She continues to give to the YOC. And we are excited about dedicating more than just an office, but yet a building in her honor and her legacy. To the Gray family, we appreciate your support from the YOC. It's been a great relationship we've had with you, certainly for the past 5 years. Got to know you in ways that we may not have in any other way. So on behalf of the board of directors and the officers and the staff, thank you for your support of the YOC for the past several years, and we're honored to be a part of this dedication. So thank you. Next, I think Nikki Eubank is going to make a few comments as well.
Well, first off, I'd just like to say thank you. It means a lot to us as a clinical department, as a friend of Leigh Ann, as the YOC for such a great turnout and support, because that's what you being here means to us. I wrote a whole bunch of stuff, a lot about the mission that Carson just took, and I was going to end mine very similarly. But it's hard to take what we do and what this counseling center means to us. It's hard to tear that apart from our mission. And he's right. I was going to stand here and talk about the mission and how Leigh Ann was a symbol of that mission, and she had such a passion to help kids, and that's what YOC was formed. That was the vision. A man built YOC to help kids, and I think YOC is unique in the fact that that dream came to fruition, and it continues to be about helping the kids. We've had a lot of challenges in the last so many years, especially recently with financials and all of that, and our CEO and our board, they make it very clear that
that we do that with this counseling center and with the Leigh Ann Gray Library is the resources. We continue to provide resources to our clinicians, to our staff, to the kids themselves, and to their families. And so that might be magazines, leisurely books, textbooks for educational components for our counselors, videos, journal articles, empirically supported manuals for treatment, all types of things. The important part of that is what that does, what the outcome of that is. And we see it daily, sometimes, and then we see it further out, such as we have a decrease in nightmares for the kids. We have a decrease in depression. We have a decrease in medication. We have an increase in self-esteem. An increase in kids returning back to homes that weren't safe before but are now. We see a termination of abuse. We see these kids leave the legal system. We also see, and probably the most important, kids having a healthier and safer future. YOC has lived out its mission and will continue to. And just like that person said, we do help kids that have fallen through the cracks and fallen from grace. And it's with honor that we are able to use Leigh Ann's memory and name, and we so much appreciate that because she lived for that, and she was a perfect example of that. And so, thank you.
Father, and I've gotten to spend some time with the family today, and it's been a true blessing. So, Rick?
Thank you. Wow. First of all, I'd like to thank everyone for being here. Several of you made long trips, and it really shows to us the legacy that Leigh Ann left behind with you individually. And we'd also like to thank the YOC and the judge and Polly and all those that made this possible, the board of directors. What a tribute. Those of you may have undergone tragedies such as our family did 5 years ago. May understand a bit about how important it is that your loved one not be forgotten. When they're taken from you or they're lost in such a quick moment, you don't want anyone to forget their memories or their spirit. And I think all of us who know Leigh Ann carry her spirit with us today. I model my life after her. She's 24 years old, and she was an example of love and caring and concern and all the things that I myself like to try to model after. It's hard to do sometimes, but she was just something else. All my kids are something else. I'm kind of biased, I guess, but they mean a lot to me. And Leigh Ann was the fixer in the family. She couldn't. It was almost like she was so emotional, so sensitive that she would take on or embody the hurt that people in her family and her friends would have. And it was almost paramount in her life to fix those things when she saw something broken. And it was the same way with the kids that she worked with. When she saw something broken, it hurt her so much inside that she just had to do something about it. And she was willing to go to bat for anybody. She was a great advocate. She felt she was right. She'd stand toe-to-toe with the best of them. And I really miss her. Just don't let her spirit leave in your heart. As long as her spirit's with us and in our hearts, she's always going to be right here. She's in heaven. I know she's in heaven. And and that's such a comforting thing. Our faith has gotten us through a lot of this, all of it. And if it wasn't for the fact that we had such a strong faith, I don't know how we could get through. But we know she's in heaven. We know she's just right on the other side. And we can almost reach out and touch her. She's just right there. So, I know she'd be extremely embarrassed at all this. She'd probably be kind of mad. And she'd probably tell us to. But again, thank you very much from the bottom of our hearts. YOC does great work. Leigh Ann recognized that, and that's why she dedicated a lot of time. One last thing, Christmas, before she passed away, she was at home on vacation. She was there just a couple days at home, and right after Christmas, almost after she got done opening her presents, she was telling her mom, she goes, I still got some days, but I need to get back to work. I need to get back down here for the kids, and the kids are probably going through a tough time with Christmas and everything, and she wanted to be down here with them and try to help them through the holidays. She came back early off of vacation just so she could be here with the kids. It was innate, it was just inborn. She was just that type of person. So again, thank everyone for coming. Again, thanks to YOC and the board for this great tribute. And I'm sure that this facility will do a lot of good with helping out the counselors perform their work. God bless you all, and thank you.
Thank you.
Matt and Leslie and Jennifer, if you guys can come up.
I guess that's already going. All I gotta do is point.
Yep. Maybe on the way.
All I have to do is point.
And on behalf of Leigh Ann, we would like to have the family dedicated and cut the ribbon. So it's officially in business.
I'm still taping. Still love that. That was Tim.
That's a rabbit.
Welcome, and everyone can go inside and have refreshments so they know it's hot after you.
I don't know how to stop it, so I'm just